vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. Fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead.
Mm-hmm. I think you're muted. You might be muted. I don't think so. That's what they're saying in the chat. Hi, Laura. Oh, there we go.
They can hear you.
Yeah,
Now there we go.
there we go. Okay, there
I
it
think
is.
I think you did this deliberately so you could talk to the people and not me.
Exact. Now it's the cat.
Yeah, probably Sky. Yeah, I don't know why my OBS decides to change my
Technical
settings and
difficulties. It happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I've had a busy day, so I didn't check everything. All right, now that
Hello,
you can
Miss
hear
Kayla.
me, um, yeah, Tomaj couldn't make it, Jazz couldn't make it, Werewolf couldn't make it, so it's gonna be a light night. Jack will hopefully be here later. I'm not sure what's going on with Mashand, but but even though we don't have Tomaj's questions, I've got questions of my own. So don't you worry. We will be doing some trivia and the
Hell yeah.
prizes. And then we will talk about this wonderful episode on Fear the Walking Dead. Right, Sky? She likes to be like right in front of my face. So
This show is sometimes so unnecessarily depressing, so I'm ready to get into that after the trivia, of
yep.
course.
So this is one of the possible prizes. Merle, who has been unloved for many weeks, or the combo pack of Ezekiel. Anyway, Carol and Ezekiel pins, along with the Daryl Dixon ornament, and the if I can find that stinking bracelet, probably played with by a cat. And the new prize this week is a Daryl Dixon throw pillow. It's squished down, so I imagine once you open it up, I'm not going to open it up, but whoever does open it up, it will probably expand into an actual throw pillow that you can throw at people. So those are the prizes this week.
I swear every week the prizes seem to get better. I swear one of these weeks I'm gonna make a burner account just so I can be eligible. So yeah.
Laura's asking if we're doing fear trivia. Now, we are doing a lot of these questions that I have are from season 1, a little bit of 2, a little bit of 3. Miss Kayla's like, I want that throw pillow. So, well, you better be typing fast because I will be watching in the chat, and whoever gets it first. All right, where did I put my pen? Or are you sitting on it, Sky? No, you're not sitting on it. There it is. Behind the throw pillow. But yeah, so it's Walking Dead trivia and then Fear the Walking Dead bashing. I mean, discussion. Whatever it is. And before we get started, Busy, tell them a little bit about you.
My name is Busy Braun. Of course, you can find me anywhere at Busy Braun. TikTok. We've been trying to post a little more on YouTube as well because we were slacking for a while because of school. But we got a green screen. We've been a little fancier with our editing, so go check out some of our stuff. And we're all caught up on Fear. So I mean, I'm looking forward to Dead City, and then we got more Fear coming up. So we're gonna have a lot of Walking Dead content on the channel. So don't go check it out. Go check it out.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bebe Rose, if you're in the chat, I sent you a message and a link if you wanted to join tonight. I hope you're feeling better. She caught the big C. Not cancer, COVID.
Oh, that's awful. Nah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy how times have changed with that phrasing. 'Cause I've heard it more with COVID than anything else.
But yeah, we will do the abbreviated trivia, 10 questions. Again, this is mainly seasons 1 through 3. So If you're like, oh, that was a long time ago, well, not so much for me because I'm dead. And before we get into this, just some stuff's coming up on Fandom Spotlite that you might want to check out. We'll be having some more panels from Fan Expo. We have panels from Sci-Fi ValleyCon if you like Avatar. We have 7 voice actors from Avatar and The Legend of Korra on there. We have Rob Paulson and Maurice LaMarche, who are Pinky and the Brain. We have Kari Walgren, who is Jessica on Rick and Morty and The Ship and a number of other things. So, yeah. There will be a ton of stuff coming up. And then there's Awesome Con, which is this coming weekend, and we're getting a lot of content from there. Doctor Who and Lord of the Rings. So, lots of stuff coming down the pike. I know I've been lax with the Governor Reflex, and I'm gonna do my best to get one out soon, but we can't guarantee it. All right. Miss Jane Munson's like, I don't want to hear anything bad about Fear. I mean, we will talk Fear. It wasn't the worst of the episodes, but definitely wasn't my favorite.
That's I can back that up, but I do feel as though it had one of my favorite moments in a while, at least in this episode, which we will dive into when we get there.
Yes.
But it was great. It was great.
All right, so I don't have a fancy die to roll. I just have questions. So this is question number 1. Are you ready? Sky's ready. So here is the question. Now it gives me multiple choice answers. I'm not going to give you the multiple choices because that makes it too easy.
I don't even need to write down my answers this time because no one else is here. So I'm just
so
gonna say it.
you can just say it when I ask you to say it.
For sure.
So according to Rick's partner Shane, the difference between men and women is ...
I think I got it.
All right, I'm looking at the chat. I'm going to refresh to make sure that I'm not missing anything. But yes, so the first question is, according to Rick's partner, Shane, who we all know, the difference between men and women is...
Men know how to shut the lights off, right? Or something like that.
Hey, I did not ask you for the question.
Oh, shoot. My fault.
Luckily, there was an answer before.
And the chat's a little delayed, so I feel like that works out too.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have to there was a correct answer. And the correct answer is a woman's inability to turn off the lights. So I'm gonna give it to Mrs. Eddie Munson for leaving the lights on, which is inability to turn them off. That's close enough. So Mrs. Eddie Munson gets the first point. Woohoo! But yeah, women. Mitchell got it right. Haley said lights on. North of 60 said men are better liars. I mean, I wouldn't be so sure. I think men may lie more. I can't be sure about that, but when women do it, they can be a lot more convincing.
I've seen some terrible liars, yeah.
All right. But yeah, Glenn got it right. But Mrs. Eddie Munson was first. And so she is on the board, but there's 9 more to go. All right. Question number 2, which rolling my non-existent die doesn't help me. All right. This is actually in Season 1, Episode 1. I'm going to be nice and say where it was.
Oh, yeah.
What message had the dead farmer scrawled on his living room wall? So again, what message had the dead farmer scrawled on his living room wall?
Do, 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 do,
Yeah,
do,
if you
do,
say it again, I will shoot you.
do. You're in character for sure. Do, 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 do.
I will cut your head off and put it in a...
God. Reliving the trauma.
All right, we have a number of answers. No one has gotten it exact. Until now. And I'm afraid, just to be fair, I'm going to have to go with exact in this case. What do you think it was? You can speak now.
It was something like "forgive me," right, or something. I don't know the exact phrasing.
It was "God forgive us."
Okay.
And the person who got it, all three words, correctly, was actually Linda. So I'm gonna. A lot of people are like, "Forgive us, forgive me," but without the God part, I have to give it to Linda. I gotta be a hard ass governor on this one. So Linda gets a point. All right. And then a few other came in with Glenn got it correct. But yes. And there was good forgive me. Good is close, but you all said me and not us. So yes, the questions might be a little easier than Tomaj's, but I'm going to be a stickler on the answers. All right. And I'm going to put these aside. So if we want to actually have Jack, if he shows up, go through the questions, we can do that very easily. All right. So Ms. Eddie Munson has one. Linda has one. And this is actually from Season 1, Episode 2. Again, we're going way back there. This was in a calendar that I got from, 2015. So it doesn't have the newer episodes, and it went in order, so we are progressing.
Well, to be fair, Tomaj I'm pretty sure only went up to, Season 7.
Yes, but he went beyond me.
Yeah. We'll take what we can get.
Cleo says that's supposed to be God forgive me. And I got that, but it's God forgive us. If you had good forgive us, I might have accepted it. Because God is good, right? Supposedly? Yeah, not in the Walking Dead universe.
Thanks.
Now this is from Season 1, Episode 2, so we're moving on. What does Rick call himself after handcuffing Merle? Again, what does Rick call himself after handcuffing Merle?
Okay. It's like I'm trying to replay the scene back in my head. So I think
I'm going to be very curious what your answer is. And the thing is, I can't answer these questions because I'm reading them and I know the answers. All right. It looks like Cleo got the answer correct. What do you think it is?
I thought he said something like "I am the law," but I could be wrong.
No, you're thinking Judge Dredd. Totally different
okay.
franchise.
I thought it was. I was thinking Officer Friendly, but I don't think that's right because I don't think he says that
actually
later
was correct. He called himself Officer
Yikes.
Friendly. So Cleo's on the board. So it's still anyone's game. 3 questions, 3 different people, 3 different points. But yeah, we have Offer Friendly. Yeah, that's just fast typing. But
A for effort.
Yes. Forever Friendly. That's an interesting one. Forever
Greened.
and ever
Greenly.
And ever and ever and ever. Sorry, I did karaoke at Sci-Fi BalletCon, and I sang You'll Be Back from Hamilton. It's a fun song. All right. On to question 4.
Yeah, dude.
This is, again, episode 2 of season 1. So, yeah, we're not moving forward very quickly. But what's written on the side of the truck that Glenn and Rick steal? This might be a little tough.
Nah, I definitely don't got an answer for you.
This you really need to have paid attention to this. Though, did they actually steal it? I mean, the world was over. You know, it's like they... And he's an officer of the law, so you could say he kind of confiscated it, or what is the term?
Well, it's like when somebody leaves like a chair or something on the street, you know, to get rid of it. I mean, it's no longer theirs. So to be fair, if like no one is the owner of it at the moment, then I feel like it's up for grabs.
That's a thought. Yep. And considering, you know, probably the owner was dead, you know, public domain.
I feel like the same goes with the horse too. I mean, Rick took the horse in what, episode 1 was it?
Yep.
Or 2?
And then it got et.
Yeah, poor guy.
All right. In this case, I'm not going to be a stickler for the exact phrase if you get really something close. And only one person has something that is close. And someone else actually has it exact, but since it's after the person who put one of the words, kind of the more difficult of the words, it's kind of... can't really accept it then. So what do you have any clue what was on the side of the truck?
Nah, I'm not even gonna embarrass myself.
It was Ferenc Builders.
I would have never got that.
But Mitchell got Ferenc. I don't know how he pulled that out of his ass or Google, but I'm going to accept that, even though Mrs. Eddie Munson later on did say Ferenc Builders, but since
It's
Mitchell
good to see
already
Miss
said
Eddie
it.
Munson didn't leave. She's still here, even though
Well,
the
she
fear is
might
coming up.
leave after the whole,
Ear debacle.
you know, if we say anything bad about Fear, she may leave in protest, but, you know. But, yeah, I'm going to give the point to Mitchell, so congrats.
Yeah.
You know who's going to get it perfectly if he shows up? It's Jack.
He'd get everything. He's ridiculous. He's too good at this game.
All right. So the questions we have coming up: Season 2, Episode 2, Episode 11, Season 2, Episode 11, Season 3, Episode 2. So we are going to move into other seasons, but this is still Season 1, Episode 2. Where did Jackie work before the apocalypse?
Jeez.
I know. I couldn't pick two easier ones. Lots of love for Jack, and he's not here to see it.
Nah, for real. These are questions that I know he would be grabbing right away. I feel like some of the questions the last few weeks that Tomaj were asking weren't even at this level of difficulty.
Well, some of them are not that bad.
I like a challenge, though. You gotta like a challenge.
I believe you, Mrs. Eddie Munson, that you didn't see Mitchell's answer when you answered. But because it was such a tough question, since he got it the closest first, I'm giving it to him. I'm going to give you a countdown because I think we've been missing that this episode. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you think?
No answer.
No answer.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start.
Well, I'm going to give this again to Mitchell because he said zoning department and she worked for the city zoning office. So
Oh, she mentioned something about the sewers, didn't she?
yes, the little thing at the bottom
Okay.
in the basement of the department store. So that was
Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, a tough one. And again, Mrs. Eddie Munson, her fingers are too slow. Because if you had gotten that first, if you said zoning department worker.
Now, the crazy thing is, I didn't even remember her name until my second watch. So, of course, I'm not going to remember what her occupation was.
Well, I've met the actress, who's a lovely person. So
That's awesome. I love that when you see actors that are actually they live up to the image you have in your head.
And yeah, is that Imp Munson to sing fast fingers, Mitchell? Whoever you're with, if you're with a woman, lucky lady. So anyway, that was question 5. Time for me to insert an ad, make a little bit of money off this stream. Yeah, Jackie, I think I agree with Mitchell who said she should have been on longer. She was so sweet. But she kind of gave up. The person I met in real life would not have given up quite so easily. So,
The only Walking Dead actor I've met was Ross Marquand, and he was awesome.
well, Ross, yeah, I agree 100%. He is awesome. And you will see him again at Terrificon.
No, yeah, that'll be fun.
And I'll have the honor of moderating that panel once again.
I think what I'll do is I might print out the picture that I took with him and then get him to sign it. That should be fun.
That's not a bad thing. Yeah, I got a picture of me and David Morrissey and my friend Dale. This was at Walker Soccer London, and we took an eye patch and a vest for David. So, and we did the speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. And David's like, well, I'll be the see no evil. That way I can just hold up the eye patch instead of having to, put it on. And he threw on the vest. Great picture. And we actually got him one, too.
I love that when you're getting pictures done and they really embrace the character that you kind of fell in love with,
Yep.
Like when I got a picture with Ralph Macchio, of course, just him hitting the fighting stance, that made my day for sure. Because there's been others that just sit there like this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I get it. You've
Scott
been taking
Wilson,
pictures, 300 people.
May he rest, used to just basically do this or this in his photos, and I actually got him to do a thing where he was holding a sword to my throat.
Of course.
So,
wait, you were wearing the governor gear?
Yep.
Oh, I need to see that picture.
Herschel's Revenge.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, this is going to irritate some people because it's another what were they before the apocalypse. We are on to question number 6. Right now, Mitchell's in the lead with 2. Cleo, Linda, and Mrs. Eddie Munson all have 1, and they are, but it's still anybody's game. There's 5 questions to go. Before the apocalypse, Andrea was a ... I could give the multiple choice answers, but I think it would be too easy if I did that.
I just did the refresher as well. Now I'm a little embarrassed.
Yep, you should be.
Nah, yeah, for sure. Call myself a fan. Ugh.
Well, if I was taking points for myself when you didn't get them right, then I would be doing well, but... All right, so here is the question, and I'm going to leave it up to my co-host. People in the chat, some of them are saying lawyer.
Oh, I was thinking DA.
But some of them are actually giving the full title, which is civil rights lawyer.
Oh, okay.
So should we go for the exact? Because if no one was getting the exact, I would just accept lawyer. But I think I have to give it to Ms. Kayla for actually having civil rights lawyer out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry, North of 60. Lawyer, technically correct, but not as exact as the next answer. So Ms. Kayla.
Now, I think Ed made a remark about her being like a preppy or something about her being in school. And then that's like the only thing I really remember.
No, she went to school.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ms. Kayla, you get it because you were exact. Like I said, if everyone was saying lawyer and not the civil rights thing, I would give it to North of 60 for saying lawyer. But since so many people knew the exact term, I got to give it to Ms. Kayla. Trying to be fair here, and if you don't like it, you can stab me in the back just like Michonne. And shoot me in the head just like... what was that bitch?
I only remember her name in the Arrowverse. Don't remember anything else.
Yeah.
She didn't die, did she? Like, she just walked away.
No, I think they watched her get torn apart by Bidas afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
No, it was North of 60's like, I was just happy I was able to type fast, but would you have been able to type as fast with the two other words? That is the question. All right. So that was 6. We're on to 7. This is not what someone did before the apocalypse. Lily. Yes, Lily. I tried to block her out. She wasn't that good of a lay anyway.
You're on a roll today, aren't you?
I do try. So, Season 2, Episode 11. What insult does Carl hurl, in fact, at Carol when she says Sophia is in heaven? Any thoughts?
I think I got something. It's probably wrong, but I think I got something.
Oh, good. I don't feel so bad. Yeah, Mitchell is correct that Tara said she watched her sister die. She got torn apart by the Bidas.
Man.
A.k.a. the Carrion, as they're calling him now.
Interesting name for sure.
Cleo says, stupid. A lot of people are saying stupid.
It's similar, right? I think so.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the range, but it's not quite right.
Yeah. I feel like the word I have in mind isn't correct either, but...
It may or may not be, but I'm watching. If I see a correct answer, I will ask you for yours. But
Awesome.
And if in a few minutes, if people haven't Googled it...
Googled it.
I'm not encouraging Googling.
We don't cheat over here. Play fair. Or else you'll have to look at the Darrow pillow with regret that you won it the wrong way.
North of 60 said, liar. Liar. Liar's never a question. They're all liars. What do you think, Sky?
Has she ever spoken to you?
Sky?
Yeah.
She will make noises on occasion.
Okay, I wasn't sure how you were going to answer that.
Never in
Trying
English.
to take your spotlight.
Bebe, I sent you the link. It's a calendar invite. You might have to check your spam folder because you're on Yahoo. Maybe Bebe will join us for the last few questions and discussion.
Oh, awesome.
That would be nice. But
I
yeah,
don't think I'm
check
familiar.
your email and check your spam, Bebe, because I sent it and I think you have a Yahoo address, and Yahoo is a pain in the ass sometimes. It puts things in spam. All right. Nobody in the chat has gotten it. What did you think it was?
I thought it was full.
You're in the range, but the actual thing,
Idiot.
you're an idiot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if that was your first thought, you should have changed it.
Now I was thinking in my head for some reason I heard, "Oh, you're a damn fool," but then for some reason I'm like, "That's not right." They're not gonna have Carl saying you're a damn fool, but then again he called her an idiot. So
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
know.
kind of bold.
yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't have gotten that question right myself, but I'm not doing this for me. All right. That was nobody got it. So the scores have not changed. We still have Mrs. Eddie Munson, Linda, Cleo, and Ms. Kayla at 1 and Mitchell at 2. But we got 3 to go. So someone could just answer the next 3 and win.
Miss Eddie Munson said she said it twice, word for word.
Oh, really?
I don't see it though.
I see a message retracted.
Oh, I see it. If you go to live chat instead of top chat, which is weird, it shows it, but I'm only in top chat. That's the reason why I didn't see it.
All right.
Let's see who said it first. Let me see now. Miss Kayla for me said it first.
Yeah, she said idiot. And then Mrs.
But
Eddie Munson
she
said
said you're an idiot. Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to give it to Ms. Kayla because, yeah, I just switched mine to live chat. I don't know why top chat doesn't show everything.
Yeah, I usually have it on top chat. And
That was the default.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we'll make sure we have that fixed from now on.
Yep. Every week we learn something new.
The more you know.
Dun, dun, dun. I just learned that the difference between men and women is women don't turn off the goddamn light. Don't know. And I can verify that because I live with a woman who doesn't turn off the damn lights. All right. So point did go to Ms. Kayla. So now you are tied with Mitchell. But it's still anyone's game. 3 questions left.
Woo, woo.
All right. Season 3, Episode 2.
Yeah, dude.
Rick agrees to help the prisoners clear a cell block if they give him what?
I remember this.
Did I give the wrong person? Did I give the wrong person? Wait, I gotta look back at this chat.
Wait, what happened?
Ms. Kayla said idiot.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Eddie Munson said you're an idiot, and I gave it to Ms. Kayla. I think I meant to give it to Mrs. Eddie Munson.
Well, Miss Kayla said idiot first.
Right,
And then,
but Mrs. Eddie Munson said the
said
exact
whole
quote.
thing.
I'm giving you
Yeah.
both points. How's that?
Okay, I feel like that's the best way to handle it.
All right. And I'm looking at the chat, and Mitchell got this one correct. What do you think it was?
It was half the food that they had.
Yes.
And then the prisoner said that that they only had like a little food left, which was fat lie.
A big ass lie, yes. Mitchell said half their food first. So Rick was being a little Negan. You know, I want half your stuff. You know. All right. Mrs. Eddie Munson was right behind him. But so now the score stands with 2 questions left to go. Mitchell has 3. Ms. Kayla and Mrs. Eddie Munson each have 2. Linda and Cleo each have 1. So at this point, Linda or Cleo can tie with Mitchell with the last 2 questions. Or Mrs. Eddie Munson or Ms. Kayla can can beat Mitchell, or they can each get one of these, and then they'll have a three-way tie, and then I have to pick out a really fun question. All right. This is Eddie Munson wants the ornament. People want the ornament. They want. You just want me for my stuff, don't you, people? Huh.
That's the only reason they're here.
Yep.
Come on. Everybody say one good thing about the governor in the chat.
One good thing about the governor. Good luck. In this case, this is from season 3, episode 3. What term does the governor, as in me, coin for Michonne's pet walkers? Mrs. Eddie Munson loves us. All right. Well, I guess we're going to be polyamorous together.
I think your cat is seeing the future.
All right. So again, what term do I give Michonne's pet walkers? And I'm refreshing and making sure it's on live chat. And I don't see any super chats in here, so I'm kind of hurt, you know.
I'm also not seeing any good things about the governor.
Yeah, me neither.
Yikes.
I see a lot of people are saying biters. And Haley, I know. I love you too. But biters is what I call all the biters. All right. What do you think, Busy?
No idea.
Well, someone got it correct, and we have a new person on the board. Black Cats said lurkers, and that is correct.
Lurkers. Okay.
Because they can't bite you, because they don't have jaws.
Your cat hasn't moved in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's zoning out. She was staring at Robert Picardo earlier when I was
Really?
zooming. And he was like, you know, she is fascinated with me.
She's a big fan.
All right, so yeah, it's pretty much up to Mrs. Eddie Munson or Ms. Kayla to get this next one right to tie with Mitchell. Because Linda has one, Cleo has one, Black Cat has one.
Someone said he was tall. That's not. Is that a compliment?
Dove is the funniest commentator. I got that. Oh,
Ooh.
Ms. Kayla gave me $5.
She really wants that pillow.
All right. Greatest commentator ever. Thank you, North of 60. All right. He loved his daughter. Yeah, I did. To death. Okay. Season 3, Episode 4. This might be a pretty easy one, so get those fingers ready. Examining the military vehicles, what evidence does Michonne find that makes her doubt the governor's story? Come on, live chat. I'm watching. And again, Ms. Kayla, thank you so much. Every bit is appreciated. So, do you have any idea?
I want to say like she saw like the car rattled in bullets, right?
Yeah, bullet holes.
Okay.
And the one who got that correct was actually Laura. Laura Marsden got that correct. Dashing any hopes for Ms. Kayla or Mrs. Eddie Munson to tie. So,
No.
that is our last question, but we had great players this week. Yeah, Haley, I didn't bring back the dead bodies. That would have really fucked up my story. You know, there were bullet holes, and I just gave the excuse, there's bad people out there. I didn't tell her that I'm included among those. So congratulations, Mitchell. You are the winner. Do me a favor and email me your... Okay, Bebe, did you check your spam? Because that's probably where the link is.
If you message me, baby, I can send you the link. I don't know what you want to message me on, but just message me so I can message you back.
Yeah, it's in the invite that I sent you.
Now, sometimes that happens. I remember when I first was joining, I didn't see the invite either.
Well, I know I have some Yahoo accounts, and sometimes that shit goes into spam. But congrats, Mitchell. Do me a favor, go to fandomspotlight.com. Go to the About contact. Send me your address again, because I'm sure it's in my email, but it's so far back, I'll never find it. And let me know which one you want.
Gotham Knights has been canceled. Unrelated.
Say what?
Gotham Knights, I guess they just said that it was canceled after one season.
Well, that sucks. I didn't even see that season, though.
Nah, I didn't watch it either. Superman and Lois is expected to be renewed, but with budget cuts.
Well,
The Walking Dead is still going strong. Oh,
CW's having a hard time.
surviving.
Mrs. Eddie Munson is like, you should have me on the stream since it seems like I'm the only one who liked the episode. Maybe next week I'll send you the thing so you could join us and let us know your thoughts. But people are saying Superman and Lois was renewed for season 4, so that's good. Portrait of Lady, I gotta see what your last comment was that you leaned on your keyboard for. Was it fuck you, Governor? Because, I'm not even seeing your last comment, so I guess it's ignored. Yeah, and the Flash is over now, right? So
Yeah, it just ended.
all right, I'm trying to see. Did Bebe send you a message?
Not that I can see now.
Let me see if I can send it to her through Instagram, which is where I messaged her initially. Because I'd like to get her on here to get another perspective, because
Yeah, for sure.
otherwise it's going to just be you and me bitching.
Which
so-
is fun.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Mrs. Eddie Munson might not like it, but it's fun.
Well, we don't want to drive her away. Maybe,
Yeah, we appreciate her viewership.
let's see. Let's copy this. Go to my Instagram, and probably just as soon as I send it, she's going to be like coming in, having found it on her own. All right. That should do it. So, Bebe, check your Instagram. And Ms. Kayla sent it to her, so we got lots. I have a wonderful way with banter, Laura is saying. So, anybody in the chat, are you going to be going to Terrificon? To see, like, Ross and Cooper and Cudlets?
Or the real reason you're going to see Fandom Spotlight, the governor.
Or to see me?
Of course.
Yeah, put that on a comment card. Mitch will definitely have me back. Who's excited for Troy's return? Who's Troy?
From Fear, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have
Forgettable.
no idea. Terrificon is in Connecticut. It is at the Mohegan Sun Casino Resort. Beautiful hotel, beautiful resort. And if you want to lose your money, you can do plenty of gambling there. Or you can be like me and you can still lose your money just buying a lot of autographs. But
course.
I avoid the casino part.
Yeah, she hasn't messaged me yet. Well, not that I can see. So.
All right. Well, I sent it to her on Instagram. So.
All right.
Well, we will.
I gave great governor comments.
Can you have the Daryl pillow? We'll do a charity
There we
auction
go.
thing for the Daryl pillow. How's that? Well, Mitchell hasn't said yes. Mitchell, send me your address again and tell me which one of these things you want. And if you say the Daryl pillow, there goes my charity auction. But you can say the Daryl pillow.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. I think.
I know y'all can't see me. I know.
I hope you have a webcam.
I do.
Well, you have to click start video.
Because my webcam is just like being a dick right now.
Well, then you're using it the wrong way.
I'm not using the wrong way. I'm using the right way.
There you do. You have a cover? There
Okay.
you go.
There it
There you
is.
go.
All
Hello.
right. Hello, welcome. It's been quite some time since we've seen you on the screen.
No, they did not.
and now you're gone.
It's my webcam. I plugged it in the SUV and it keeps going on and off and on and off.
Yeah, my laptop used to do that.
Try a different USB port.
Oh, this laptop just sucks. See?
That's exactly how I lost my footage for Game of Thrones episode 3 of season 8.
Let me try this.
Oh, I am so irritated because I use Adobe Premiere, and I had a panel that I had to. When I went to Fan Expo, one of the audience mics for some reason wasn't in my audio feed.
Okay.
But they were close enough to the camera that I could use camera audio, and I went through and I got a panel all ready, and just using camera audio just for those specific questions. I got it ready, and then we went to Sci-Fi Valley Con. I hadn't rendered it yet, and when I was in Sci-Fi Valley Con on my laptop, I logged into Adobe and I had to like deactivate my one at home. Usually it's not a big deal. I came home and I logged in. All my projects that were in my
Oh my
in my
God.
documents. So a lot of them I had moved. You know, older projects I had moved out, but it's like that project's gone, so I have to remake that.
Oh, I would be so upset. I have so many things that I've like halfway finished and then just didn't
Yeah.
finish editing. Oh my God.
I had a couple Steve Burns shorts that I had trimmed out and was ready to go.
That's Blue's Clues?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
and
We must. Yeah, my webcam is just not working.
You have a phone, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can join through your
Yeah,
phone,
but see,
worst
my
case scenario.
phone. I don't trust my phone either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
you need better technology.
no, it's just this USB. I'm sorry, y'all.
All right. Well, Mitchell sent in his address and the price he wants. So, I'm going to give this just a second. I finally got a message from Michonne saying she can't today.
Oh, is she too busy talking and eating?
Probably. Mitchell is taking the pillow, so sorry, guys. But we will start the bidding on the ornament. Start the bidding of $5. Proceeds to go to the governor needs an eye fund.
Yeah, get him a glass eye.
All right. Well, we can't see you, but we can hear you. If you want to continue playing with the webcam while we talk, but we should start talking about some fear because, you know.
Yeah, you might as well. I can't.
Fear of the Walking Dead. I
I'm
think I
sorry.
remember you too. You were in like the Johnny Odell compilations a while back, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss Anyone says, thank you for always giving prizes out to people playing trivia. I'm so kind. Yes, Miss Kayla,
there
you donated
she is.
$5,
There you go. I'm here.
which is awesome. And wow, okay. Yeah, well, let's talk about trivia, and Miss Kayla already paid $5, so we'll. So the next bid up is 6. All right, so this week on Fear, I just watched the episode right before I interviewed Robert Picardo. It did not affect my interview, however. I mean, basically, we saw how she got bit last week. I still don't understand.
Fast.
That was so fast, and how strong can the jaws be after being burnt and rotting for so long?
The crazy thing is that these walkers are so inconsistent when it comes to tearing flesh. We've seen people come this close to getting bit, and then we've seen people literally get ripped apart. And it's crazy to see how it's worked.
Because I could have sworn that I did not see Grace getting bit. I mean,
it didn't show it. You just see her get in front of the walker, but she moved literally in a second.
I mean, you saw the biter go, bite down,
but I didn't see like no contact until I'm like,
right.
I'm like, when did he contact her with the bite mark? I'm like, okay, I mean, it is what it is, but, But to me, did somebody say that they're the only one that liked the episode?
Yeah, that's Mrs. Eddie Munson.
Got me. I like the episode.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't like my favorite of the season, but it had one of my favorite moments in probably the season.
Well, tell me the moment.
It was Morgan unlocking the signature "I don't die."
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that. Like, if you watch my reaction, I literally screamed. I don't know what it's just one of my favorite things about Morgan. It's something that I joke about with my friends a lot. Is just we randomly yell "clear" or we just say, "I don't die," and it's like I think you can see that in a lot of my reactions. Where anytime they say "clear," the only thing I'm missing is a shot glass. Because it's like it's just I always get so excited anytime I see the word, even if it's not even in the right, we use the right way. If they're saying, "Well, we need to clear this path," I'm just like, "Clear!" Like I don't know what it is. So hearing him say, "I don't die," it's like, I don't die. Everybody does, but I don't. I'm like, yo, there it is.
Though I was prepared for her to be like, "Want to bet?" and motion the guy with the rifle, and he just shoot him.
Oh
in the
my
head.
god, she is so But one of the lamest moments came out of this episode too, when he's running right by her and she just.
Thank you.
I was
Yeah.
like, that is so lame. I'm like, we're just gonna ignore that. How she goes like this.
I was like, "Clear, Morgan, clear." And then she tripped, and I'm
Morgan.
like, "Damn, Morgan, damn."
It's like you just took out these two guys. You have the stick in your hand. So you're running by her, bap her in the back of the head. You don't have to kill her, but at least stop her from doing anything.
Yes.
I mean, she's lightheaded.
And it's like the thing is, this is the second time where I thought we were gonna get like clear Morgan. I don't know if they're building up to it for the next episode, but even in episode 4, I believe, the Kings County, whatever it was, when we have him in the room with Dwight and Sherry and Grace and then the two other people. When he was like starting to freak out after he saw Jenny's body, I really thought he was gonna take everybody out in the room and we were gonna get clear Morgan again. But when that didn't happen, I'm like, okay, this is for sure gonna happen when the two people are cornering him with Shrike. But then that didn't happen. But we at least got the "I don't die," and that was enough to satisfy me.
At the same time, I'm kind of like done with expectations with the show. It's kind of like what I want, but we want it, we not get it.
You're not gonna get it. Yeah, it's not gonna work like that.
So it's kind of like we got to.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm gonna keep on saying it. It
So
is what it is.
one of the things that I do want though is I feel as though like these characters, I don't want to see Padre be a villain for the second half. I'm kind of already burnt out. I know we've already got a few episodes, but I'm kind of burnt out already. So I just want a great ending, and then the next few episodes we'll deal with something else.
Shrike just needs to go.
For
That's
sure.
all.
Yeah.
She's great. Yeah, she's killing it. Props to the actress because, I mean, her performance is making me hate her, but still, she gotta go.
Yeah, she.
Yeah. I don't think she's gonna have the fans that a villain like I don't know
Nah,
the
yeah.
governor has, but
Oh yeah, he's not gonna have somebody dress up as her for the next few
Because
years.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Shrike cosplayer.
That'd be
I
dope.
mean-
I'm not
That
gonna
would
lie.
be dope. That would be dope.
Yeah.
But what I don't want to see, that I kind of am disappointed with, like The Walking Dead season 11, is like how everybody's getting along, turning in a bad guy into a good guy. I'm like, that's not what we're here for. We want to see them being killed. I didn't watch this just as like kumbaya.
You're you got a
It's
vicious
kind of
side.
like I kind of get tired of redemption arcs too. It's one thing like when the bad guy ends up redeeming himself in like a really really badass way. You know what I'm saying? But like
And then
if it's
dies
just a
immediately.
yeah, I don't even mind that. But it's just like I don't know, like Strand. I honestly, I know I might be in the minority. I don't care if he doesn't get a redemption. If he does, if we even see him. If we don't see him, then oh well. But
Lord.
I think we'll see him, and he's still in the credits. But
oh yeah, he's been produced. He produced the last episode.
And the
Pretty
sure.
episode before that, right?
Yeah, props
Yeah.
to him. He's killing it.
Or is it
Yeah.
2? I don't know.
but
yeah, he did.
yeah, Coleman. I mean, fine actor, but Strand, as a character, he's a fucking weasel, and he needs to be put down.
Yeah, and I've only seen him in 2 things, and that's Euphoria and Fear. And I liked him on Fear, but like the last few seasons, it's been rough.
A lot of things too, like Fear, Euphoria. I remember I saw him in that Nat Turner movie. He been in a lot of things now. I think he has a project that's coming up. I forgot what it's called though, but he is working. He is
Not
working.
good for him though,
Well,
but
well,
I
good.
don't
I
watch
hate to see anyone out of a job, but
Yeah.
for sure.
but yeah,
But
Strand.
yeah,
as
see,
a
it looks like I'm
character-
not the only person that says I'm sick of Padre.
Yeah, this
Even
whole
if-
Padre storyline, the whole basis of Padre
Yeah.
is stupid. And, this whole, let's avoid our feelings by not having any attachments is stupid.
Yeah. To me, it
kinda
kind of
get
feels
it.
like a Terminus reboot, like where everyone's hearing about Terminus and we're like, oh yo, this sounds like it's gonna be awesome. When we get there, it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be perfect. And then as soon as we get there, we realize it's just shit. The people there are terrible. We're not having a good time. It's just not good.
Yeah. Nor like the Commonwealth in a way. They thought it was a good place, but it's who runs it though. That's who they want to take down. And I think that's what's going to happen with Padre with this one. They're going to take down Shrike and what is
Lark,
it? What?
is it?
No, not Lark, her brother. Cannonball, I don't know. They all named after birds. He got dad. But I think that's what's going to happen. Like either that Shrike and her brother's going to get killed, then they're going to take over Padre. But with Mo saying that she don't want to feel how she felt, I can understand how she feels because she just got Grace back. So it's now she's in her own clear way of doing stupid stuff without thinking. And Morgan don't want her to go down that path.
But the whole concept of Padre is flawed because,
yeah.
you don't have attachments to your parents, but you make attachments to your fellow classmates, and when they get killed, you're going to feel bad. It's you will form attachments. It will happen.
It's
just
like a
as busy as attached to this dog.
Believe it or not, I like him. Yeah.
Well,
He's
all I
alright.
got to say is I'm kind of at the point of, look, I'm going to be like Daenerys in a way. I will have half. If the children ain't on board, either they're going to be with us or against us. I will put them in for like the whatever that Shrike found with the walkers and the crates, whatever. I will put them in there. If the parents want to go with their kids, they can. I said, I don't have time for this. This Padre storyline needs to go. You with us or against us? Y'all gonna be eating. I don't care how old y'all. 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all
Wow.
gonna die.
Bebe
That's-
is vicious. Would have fit in well
I'm
in
nice,
Woodbury.
I'm nice.
But now they have this bullshit where you can't, a stray bullet can blow up the whole yard. That's kind of stupid. I mean, bullets, it doesn't work that way. I mean, Shrike doesn't understand if there's ammunition in there and a stray bullet hits some ammunition, there may be a couple shots going off, but it's not going to blow up the whole goddamn thing. So,
Child, man,
no,
give
they
me
got to
that
do
true
it by
life.
hand.
I'm not here for no realism. I'm here for the fake crap, man. Do some true lies. Yeah, one bullet blows up everything. Hey, may not may be crap though.
The gun
but,
that thinks it's a cannon.
I love action stuff. Shoot, I love it. But I got to give it up to Karen David though. You know, she did a great job playing Grace in this episode.
Yeah, she did well.
Like, I knew she was gonna go, but I was really hoping she would last a few more episodes.
Yeah.
And it was tough, you know, like for her to be like, Morgan, I'm sick. And at the end of the episode for her to get bit, it's like, bro, like, come on. Like, let these people be happy, but whatever.
Well, I had a feeling Mo wasn't going to be able to put her down. And yeah, Black Hats agrees, thought Grace's actress did a good job in the last scene talking to Mo. She's definitely got some talent. I don't know that this show did her that well because it's Fear, but and Amani618 said
Y'all need
that
to stop talking crap about my show. I be watching y'all sometimes. I'll be like, y'all be talking about my show, you know, in the negative.
To be fair, I don't think I'm that aggressive when it comes to.
Not you.
Yeah,
Not,
it's definitely not
she's
me.
definitely pointing at me. And that's
not you.
fine.
I mean, that gamut. It's like y'all don't see the positive in anything. I'm like, hold up,
Yeah.
man.
I mean,
There's some good things that's going on in Fear now.
no, every episode has moments that are good.
Oh.
Every episode has something that's kind of good, but there's some things that are just stupid.
Oh yeah,
like-
I'll be the first one to say it's stupid. Like first episode, that sucked. I mean,
Morgan flip-flopping and then the whole thing where Grace... I mean, if she's so good a shot, why weren't the people on the boat chasing them in this episode able to, like... Because she's at least the same distance away as that boat was. And she's driving and she's by herself and she's shooting a handgun and taking out Bidas right in the head. That doesn't happen. But these guys, apparently, even though one's driving, the other one's shooting, somehow he can't hit Dwight, who's like barely ducking down, you know, because he's driving.
Well,
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, everything else doesn't have to make sense. I mean, it is poor though. It was stupid. I question that too. But there's some good moments like within this show, and you know, yeah, they have some little stupid moments that I don't understand. And yes, it is the writers. I'm sorry.
Again,
it's the writers.
Second episode, Dwight and Sherry so concerned about their son, and they go turn on the thing and they need to get back so that they can watch this guy so that June can be freed up to take out the appendix, and they fucking stop and have a heartfelt conversation about their future. It's like, why don't you get your son taken care of first? Then you can have this fucking heartfelt conversation, all right?
You know, true, because then, you know, maybe Finch wouldn't be bitten on his shoulder. Like, you know, cut the time, like, okay, let's talk and let's do the action. Then y'all can go ahead and say, you know, let's go to the beach or what have you. I mean, if there is a beach, where y'all at and stuff like that. But you know, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
How do we think this is gonna end for Finch though? Because I don't think that they found a cure.
He's
it's
gonna
like-
die.
No,
So
I
it's
think
like-
he's gone.
He's
Because
gone.
like, so when he dies, my question is like, who do you think deserves to kill Shrike?
Ooh, you know what?
Dwight and
that-
Sherry
Or do you think,
should-
or did they kill her? Was her dad killed? Because how ironic would it be, to have the dad end up being the one to take her out?
But see, and that's the whole thing. It's like somebody got to put her in there. Okay, I want somebody to put her in there. You know, I just want somebody like to kill her.
To like hold her there,
Yeah, I just
like
want
to have them hold her there.
No.
Like,
They got to pick her up by her hands and feet, and, like throw her over the fence. That'd
Like,
be
I want to
hilarious.
see her get stabbed and then just get like stabbed in a shoulder and just get thrown. I just want somebody to get killed. Yeah, yeah.
Again, Bebe, my whole vision
I
of
think we
you
need
as a
help.
nice person is gone.
Yeah.
Nice person. It's just
First
like
she's talking about the children getting killed, and then she's like, I just want to see somebody die.
yeah, I just want to see somebody die. I just want Padre to I'm like this. Either you with us or against us. If you're not, and because you're like in a cult, really. Like if you cannot get these children on board and kind of like, hey, we're gonna have a new future away from Shrike, and they still want to hold on to Shrike, you can't let one of them live, because then they want to go somewhere else and want to continue that whole Padre thing and majiggy. They may be stronger in alliances and stuff like that. No, they gotta go. They got to go.
Mercenary X84 said Padre is a Jedi. They don't form attachments. Yeah, see how well that worked out with Anakin? And I'm sorry, Obi-Wan banged the Mandalore. Before she was the Mandalore, Bo-Katan's sister. They totally did it. I mean...
Yeah, it's so annoying hearing all like the Jedi talking about no attachments, and then we hear all these stories about how Obi-Wan would have left the order if she asked him, and I'm just like, bro, what are we doing? Like clearly holding in your emotions doesn't do shit for you. Like,
no.
And it's also
not the right way to
stupid that
go.
they can't get married because they're basically taking all these people who have force powers and not allowing them to pass them on. It's like they're taking them out of the gene pool, which is stupid. Right, Sky?
Yeah.
Regardless, I don't care what they say. I'm still a Jedi. I just like,
I'm just DTF.
That's why I enjoy characters that are like force sensitive but don't go by the Jedi. Like Ahsoka doesn't call herself a Jedi. We have other characters as well that don't call themselves a Jedi. I think Kyle Katarn even counts as one of them.
And these kids in Padre, they can't feel. I said, you lie to them and saying that the parents abandoned them. Either they die or not. And I'm like, I don't want them to feel how I feel. Okay, I get you. I don't want to feel how I feel when my sister died. I mean, I get you, but just for them not to express it, they're gonna express it in a negative way. It's kind of like, in a mode, if she doesn't, she just jumps head in though. That's kind of like,
she's a kid.
she's a kid. I understand that. It's kind of like, Mo, I understand this is your first time feeling this way. This is not how you go, because you're gonna get yourself killed, which we all can understand that when somebody dies or what have you. We do stupid stuff. We just don't think rational. So but the kids, they just wired so
we got rid of the annoying kids from season 5. And now we got new annoying kids from
Padre. I like Dove
Padre.
though. I'm not gonna lie. Dove has been an interesting character to me. Usually some of these kids, they just are constantly making really bad decisions, and I just get so annoyed. Like with Mo, I really enjoyed her a majority of the episode until the end.
Right. When she was like, I don't think you want to, hurt me or stop me from, getting her help.
I honestly kind of like that. I like that moment.
That was a good moment.
It was the end where she, after Grace ended up going, just hearing her talking about like, we have to do this, don't try. And then I don't know.
Padre's right. No, Padre's not right.
Yeah, it's oh my god,
it's
man.
Kind of like, I mean, I didn't like that either, but it's like I do get it and whatnot. It's kind of like she's trying to get away. Kind of like if I get close to my father now, would he die? And then it's kind of like I don't want to feel how I feel right now, and so I'm gonna do something stupid. And it's just like it's kind of like you against Padre for a whole season 1? Not season 1, episode 1, latter part episode 1, and now all of a sudden what Padre's building us for, we can do it, girl. Are you high?
But I don't know. How do you guys feel about Dove? I really do like her character as well.
I like her.
I mean, the reasoning for her to be upset is justified. Like, they want her to side with one of the people that took her in the first place.
They were smart about that. But what I didn't like in that episode, with episode 3, is that Madison didn't even tell that the truth about Ava and her crew. Because Madison did warn Ava and her crew not to go and get her children, because they would get killed.
You like that part? Because I thought that was kind of stupid. That she was like, because she could have basically said to Dove, look, I told your mom not to go after,
I didn't like that part.
No, that was horrible. That's like, that's the stupidest reason to feel guilty. oh, I didn't properly warn your mom, even though I did.
Yeah,
And, you know,
it's annoying. I mean, what got me is the fact that Dove is like, like even though Shrike is the one,
was in
Madison
charge
did
of the
this.
shoulders.
Yeah, even though Madison did it on the orders of Shrike, it still somehow falls mainly on Madison.
Yeah, it's
Which
like,
I didn't quite get. It's like
yeah,
Madison is finally free of this burden,
exactly.
and and it's like there was just so much to the story. Like Madison was doing this because she thought they knew where her kids were. I mean,
Yeah.
there was just a lot more to it than simply Madison just being straight up brainwashed and doing it on her own,
Yeah.
like and wanting
And
to do it.
that's what
Yeah.
kind of makes me mad.
It's
It's like she could have told Dove, aka Odessa,
There's
that
so many shows that do this.
yeah, I said I didn't kill your mama. Your mama was already a walker. Okay, I killed her as a walker who was trying to kill Morgan. Your Shrike soldiers had killed your mother and her crew. They're the one that did that. See, they didn't say that though.
There's literally so many shows that do this. Like when a character's in a position where they need to explain themselves, but they leave out everything that can actually turn the tide. Like it's like, bro, like what are you doing? Like you need to think about what you're saying. This is a life or death thing. Like,
well,
you gotta be
even in
smarter
The
than
Walking
that.
Dead, they've never been very good at communicating.
They haven't.
When it comes to my life, you're definitely gonna hear what you want to hear. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say what I need to say. But I don't know. I feel like people. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So, Mrs. Eddie Munson says that she does think Mo's acting is a little gives her
She's
Andrea vibes.
Yeah, she's new. I'm not gonna be hard on that actress. So she's new.
Yeah, I think Jack mentioned that in the first episode as well. For the first episode, that he just wasn't feeling it. And me personally, I didn't bring it up, but I understand sometimes there's kid actors that aren't 100%. But I get what she's trying to do, so I'm not against it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do get where people are coming from when they are complaining about what they're seeing.
Yeah. And then I think I hate the fact that this season is a final one, because I wish they could just push out one more so I can see more of that of Mo and her acting skills, because it could be maybe better maybe in the other half of season 8. But I'm just thinking that she may be be good, and if they have a season 9 and what have you, and then she be that phenomenal character, because when people come on first time, half of the time they suck. They suck. It's kind of
I don't know. When Ross showed up, he was good, but I want to see in the very last episode, a flash to the future, and it's Mo about to get into a big ass fight with Judith. We know who's gonna win, but that'd be just fun to see.
I really just want to see at the end of that would be dope, knowing that that's where they eventually go. But I just want to see them go there to Alexandria. That way, when the Rick show picks up, it will make sense for Morgan to be at Alexandria before.
Give us the crossover that we want.
Yeah. I just want to see that way when Rick and Michonne do go to, if we do get that reunion with them going back home, it will make sense for Morgan to be there. Because I mean, everyone wants to see mainly for me, it's Morgan and Daryl that I want to see the reunion for. That's just mainly.
Daryl's gonna be in France, and
yeah, so that's the whole thing.
Woo, woo, woo. He going to France. He going to France. As you play.
So Mercenary X84 says, who are some villains in this series that may have had a point or been right in the end?
Teddy. I'm sorry. I just love Teddy so much. I like Teddy.
I mean, this series, Teddy's awesome, and he will be at Terrificon.
Yeah, I saw him. I got excited. Same thing with what's her name? Jenny, right?
Ginny, Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Virginia.
now she's good.
Yeah,
But
she's
Troy,
also in The
I
Boys.
love Troy though. No, he wasn't right. Well, no, he wasn't right. He was never right. Never mind.
Troy is so forgettable for me. I gotta do a rewatch again because I barely remember anything with him.
Oh, season 3, Troy, that crazy.
Yeah.
That's when. Oh gosh, man! If he comes back here, man, I'm gonna be losing my crap. I'm sorry, but if he comes back, that would be something. But I like Jenny. I think she. It's just that, you know, she just her daughter though. See, I don't want to talk about that. I love Jenny. I think her head was in the right place, and it was just her execution. It's just so dumb in a way.
I don't like that we're justifying any of the villains.
No, I'm not justifying any of it. I ain't justifying. You know, I ain't justifying her.
But no villain thinks they're a villain. You know, they have their motivations. They think they're the hero.
Yeah, covering her daughter for the crime.
Everyone's a villain except for Thanos. He did the right thing.
Oh yeah, John. See, Thanos is right.
No, Thanos should have just doubled the fucking resources. I'm sorry.
But then we would have been back to where we started.
Well, the thing is, he have the population. How quickly does the population on this planet go up? I mean, 100 years ago, there were not nearly as many people. So, you know, he did a temporary solution.
So, okay, that makes sense.
Still,
he should have doubled the resources in such a way that they would, you know, and made them sustaining so that they would keep up with the population. But, yeah, Mrs. Eddie Munson said hated Dakota. Dakota, yeah, she sucked.
Thank you.
I was okay with her at the beginning but as soon as she turned out to be the one, you know.
I'm truly glad they didn't give her a redemption arc, man. I was so scared that they were going to be like, oh no, John would have wanted her to live a normal life. No, I would have been so mad.
Let me tell you something. You know, John is my baby. John is my husband. Okay. Now, I'm like this.
Okay, now you're scaring
No. And Garrett knows this though. Garrett knows it because he had watched my reaction. He told me he had watched my reaction to the Fear the Walking Dead. I don't want to see I'm like, if John wants her to live, I'd be like, no, honey, she's gonna die. In your little ghost world, I'm gonna say that. He's like, she's gonna die. I don't care what you want. All right, because she did not care. She did not care.
Well, I think watching her get vaporized was one of the scenes that people reacted to very nicely. But yeah, Ms. Kayla says I don't like any of the villains on Fear. I mean, I think if any of them were the most interesting one was probably Teddy.
Yes.
By a long shot, but
yes.
Yeah, I don't think. But Virginia. I mean, I still have a problem, and again, I'm not trying to sound sexist, but in a world where strength and might and all that, she was not an intimidating woman. So how she got all these burly He-Man redneck guys to agree to take her orders is really beyond me. I don't know how she managed it, because all it takes is one moron dipshit who has way too much testosterone and no sense to basically be like, I'm going to fucking lead and kill her. And,
Well, with Jenny, I guess I don't know. She's very complex. I mean, from where she comes from, us thinking that Dakota was like her sister, right? At first, and then come to find out that she's doing all this for Dakota. And that's her daughter. In a way, it's like I get why you doing this, but how you act, but the way you doing it is all wrong.
I mean, how she can actually manage to be the leader is just what I was questioning. I mean, I like the complexity of the character, the fact that she was, putting on this act and everything, basically to protect her kid sister, who turned out to be a psychopath. It made for an interesting storyline, but again, her being able to run the Rangers, a bunch of guys who clearly, a lot of them were not exactly brainiacs. I mean, if you had a bunch of very educated people who said, Ginny has a vision and she has great leadership skills and we're going to support her on her merits, great. But a lot of those guys were not exactly Einsteins. And they were, they seemed to be the kind that would be like,
She must be ruthless.
Bullies.
But we didn't see it. And, when she first came on the scene, season 5 or whatnot, I was kind of little bit kind of like intimidated by her, just a little tad bit, because it's kind of like she can kill without even questioning, like, okay, pal. And I'm like, oh, okay, we dealing with a psychopath. But then later on, it's kind of like I don't know. She can be bad, but at the same time, she can be good. It's almost like you have little hope for her. Kind of like, oh, is she turning to the good side? So okay,
Well,
then all of a
any
sudden she
good
does
villain
something
has.
stupid. Like,
All of us have good and bad in us,
Yeah, you got to try to humanize
Yeah,
the character, but sometimes it's just too much, and I'm just like it hurts my head trying to figure out what they're gonna do next.
I mean, Matt Frewer was a dick. His character, because he was right before Virginia, and then just as he seemed to be coming around, Virginia killed him. So it's like, I think that's like the story of Fear is like we're gonna have a villain, and 99% of the time, just as you're becoming sympathetic towards them, we're gonna kill him off, except for Teddy, because Teddy,
see, that's the only good villain that kind of like. What was he in season 6? He was in season 6.
Season 6.
Yeah. See, that Teddy was the only one that keep people on their toes. You may hate that mofo. Okay, yeah, I don't like Teddy, but it shows what villain's supposed to be, and I don't think that Fear was consistent in that. They kill him off. It's kind of like let them live just a little bit longer, because it's something's good, with this storyline, like with Teddy. I want to see him in season 7. I don't like how they killed him off in season 6. But Troy. I know Busy didn't watch season 3 though, but Troy is a good villain.
I didn't watch season 3 either.
But he really is a good.
Well,
villain.
wait, Troy. I mean, I watched Pod. I think of season 3, or it might have been 4. Was he the one who was like outside of the stadium waiting for them to collapse?
No, that's
No.
No.
He was the guy that was like bonding with
Matt.
what's his name? Nick for a while. They were like watching the horde together from like the distance. He was always in like camouflage, right?
Yeah.
No, like I watched the season. It was just so long ago. I just don't.
Yeah, because he has a brother who turned. Named
Yeah,
Jacob. Yeah, Jacob.
I don't remember the name.
And it's a whole that Native American reservation or whatever they were at, and they was like it's a battle of the lands between Otto and people and Takas, Walker, whatever of people. Yeah, he was like the oldest brother, crazy one with a Madison stick a spoon in his eye, trying to like scoop it up. Yeah, but he is a good villain, Troy. But,
I mean, I enjoyed the bounty hunter who was going after Morgan.
That's right. We haven't even seen him. What the freak?
Well,
he died, didn't he?
The first one died. That's where.
Yeah, but his twin brother. He has a twin brother though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But wasn't he in the final episode of last season, getting on the boats and helping out?
Yeah. Where
Oh
is he?
yeah. Well, we still don't know where Strand is. Like half the people just disappeared.
Yeah, Sarah, Wendell.
I don't expect to see them again. I'm gonna be honest. They just didn't have a lot going on.
Man, I want to see them, but yeah.
Well, I think we might see them briefly.
I think we should see them in the finale, like when everything is getting all settled. But I don't think there's really much story, for them.
Right.
Yeah, I'd love to see like for us to be like, okay, there's no place that we'll end up finding. We're screwed, and then we end up seeing like a little civilization with Wendell and all them. They're still there, and they found a big community or something. That would be cool. And then Strand is there, but don't give Strand any power because we're not doing that again.
You got that right. I'm tired.
It'd be dope. Yeah.
No, what'll happen is in the finale, Morgan will lead them up to the gates of Alexandria. Or they'll find the Commonwealth and they'll go in and Sarah and Wendell will be there and be like, so what fucking took you so long?
But you think the writer's gonna do that? No, they can't even think that deep. I mean, if they do that, I'd give them props. Okay.
No, these writers, they just I don't think they're good at writing characters or writing stories or writing. So I mean, they come up with a few things that are cool, but, putting a bunch of cool things together does not make a show. You need to be consistent with the characters. Mm-hmm. And, they're going to kill off It looks like they're gonna kill off Sherry and Dwight's son. Now the
Sherry too. Oh wow.
Well, no, Sherry and Dwight's son's gonna die.
Oh, I thought you said it looks like they're gonna kill off Sherry and Dwight's son. Oh, I got scared. I was like, whoa.
I mean, if Sherry died, I mean, again, nothing
I
against
like Sherry.
Christina.
I like Sherry.
Christina's a very nice
See, like,
person.
I don't like. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the characters, but like, you can't bring us this far with them just to make Dwight suffer again. You know?
Right.
I mean, you know how messed up that would be. I mean, poor guy. I'd lose it.
No.
No.
Now they gotta bury their son. Because of Shrike. I still cannot believe that she did that in episode 2. You know, with
Oh
Fear.
man, yeah.
That now I can say with Fear they did good with that one. It's kind of like, no, they're not gonna do this. That's like
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. But then they did. It's like, oh, they went there. But now it's like after all that time that Dwight and Sherry wanted a kid, and they was talking about it, air fresheners and stuff like that. And now Shrike did what she did. And I'm like, Dwight, you need to kill Shrike. Okay.
Yeah. He did promise. He promised.
Yeah. Say, hey, I'm gonna kill. I do. I'm not okay. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be ruthless. I'm not gonna be ruthless. I said bomb everybody, but you know what? I ain't gonna get that. Kill everybody. Okay, I don't care about this Padre stuff. I just want this storyline to go. I just want this storyline to go because I think we all getting tired of it.
Yeah, and they're not even that good of a villain. I mean, you know, they appear to have endless people working for them. No matter how many people, you know, lose fingers or, you know, basically, you know, get taken out by Morgan or, you know, whatever. They just seem to have. It's like the saviors. I do have to say about the main show, one of the things that I couldn't understand when they said, looks like we're going to war, and see all those fucking saviors. And, you know, how are they supporting themselves off of, like, the Kingdom, Alexandria, and, you know, what was the other one? The Hilltop.
Yeah.
There's no way that these communities, by donating half their food, were supporting that many fucking saviors. It just doesn't make sense.
You know what? I think that's kind of like the kind of crazy that we don't get to see that much on the side of the sanctuary and how they operate. Because I know it's like kind of like Rick's group's focus of a show. It's kind of like I like to see like different perspectives of how, you know, they live and how they, you know, live off of, you know, like the saviors, the hilltop and everything. I like to see like their like story too, you know, like how we get Rick's and their stories and the Alexandria's. Like I want to like go back and forth. That's just me.
You see, I
can understand it, but
I've considered writing various stories, and one thing that stops me is like I don't know. It's like, this is a cool idea, but how would it work?
Yeah.
You know, and unless I can figure out how it works, I'm not writing it because people will punch holes in it so much. So, yeah. So, Grace turned at the end. I knew Mo wasn't going to be able to take her out, and I'm a little surprised that Morgan, but it was between, you know, taking out Grace or watching Mo get et. So Morgan just took her out a lot quicker than he took out Jenny.
Don't try to say that. Hey, I love my first wife more than you, Grace. Like, that's why I had to kill you before, like, quicker. Nah, man, that's a shady part of me. That's
well,
a shady part.
If he had not, I mean, think of how devastating it would have been to Morgan if Bita Grace chomped into Mo before he was able to stop her. It would be just, you know boy all over again.
You know what? I ain't gonna be mad. I mean, I'm gonna be sad about it, but then it's kind of like that is the moment where we're going to see clear Morgan, because, you know, when it comes to his family, you don't mess with his family at all. And now this happened again for the second time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like he went crazy after he lost Dwayne. Lose Mo and Grace same time, he'd go crazy again.
Like in the next episode, I hope we see that Morgan. I said I don't want to see him like, oh, everybody, lives
All
matter.
life is precious. I'm glad
All lives
he's gone
precious.
away.
I don't want to hear that. I don't even want to hear it. It's just like, clear, Morgan. Go for broke. Clear. Knock their heads off. I don't care. I need to see some bloodshed in this show.
We need to see Morgan not making stupid decisions like running past someone with a weapon and not, disarming her, or at least, poking her in the leg so she can't get up. All he had to do was like stab her in the leg as he walked by, and she'd be like, "Oh fuck," and he would have been able to go after Mo.
Yeah. Because if I was on a show, if I'm like, we're going to have a standoff and I'm holding a weapon, a gun at least, I'm like, I don't have time for talking. I'm going to shoot her in the head. So what's all this talking for? Like, now she's gone. Let's, kill Dove's partner, that dude, I forgot his name. When he's like, "Oh, Dove, you going to listen to me? You going to listen to Mo?" I'm like, dude, shut up. I don't want to hear you either. You nothing but a chat. Okay? Just go.
Yeah, there's not a ton of likable characters of the show at this point.
Yeah.
Even Dwight and Sherry kind of get my nerves.
Yeah. But this episode, I do like how, I do love how Grace and Mo, talk, and how Grace talked about, how she was in a downward, her and Morgan was in a downward spiral. I wish she could have said herself too. Because that Mother's Day episode when she dreamt of Athena, it's like, I lost a kid, but you came back and revived me, and you the reason why I keep on going. And I like that scene between Grace and Mo. I did get teary eyed and whatnot. But even though her death was a bit dramatic, how she just turned her head and her hand was like that, but.
Yeah, it was definitely dramatic. And they're making a point in the chat, and I thought it strange that Mo was able to hold, Grace's jaw, and Grace wasn't able to like wiggle enough to get like a piece of finger.
Yeah, I was like, no bite. I said, okay, because I know my little skinny fingers would get bit. I mean, dadgummit, but I was like, oh, it's like they're gonna kill Mo off too? Like, dag, like, I mean, can we just wait till the other half, to kill her off? I don't want to kill Mo off though, but.
So Tomaj is in the chat. So welcome, Tomaj.
Hey, Tomaj, I know you don't like it. I think.
Well, Jack was like, "There's not much to talk about this episode. It wasn't good."
Of course.
So he's like, "I could go on, but what are we going to talk about? How shitty it was?" It's just there's a lot of inconsistencies, and inconsistencies, make my what is it? Make
brain
my
hurt.
balls itch.
It's one way to word it.
Well,
Yeah,
what was it that Cudlitz, his character, said? Unresolved situations make his balls itch, or makes his ass itch, or something?
There's probably something gross like that.
Yeah, I can't remember. He had so many. It's like, yeah, he said something along the lines like that. Yeah.
Tomaj, you can still pop in if you want to give your upset and disappointment voice.
Yes.
You have the link, so you can come in.
He probably said, I don't want to, because you know what? I will go on and on and on and on and on about this, what they have done wrong and stuff. No, I ain't wasting my breath on this episode. Let's wait till the next one. Next.
Well,
that's what he's gonna do. He probably ain't gonna come.
So yeah, it was a. I mean, I got to be honest. I mean, the woman who plays Grace is a good actress, but I've never really liked the character that much. She was just kind of annoying a lot of the time. Well, like the whole "I'm not even supposed to be here," when You know, she was disappointed that, you know, the suicide was averted by Mo's cry at the time. And now she's being like, oh no, because of you, you gave us a reason to live. Even though for a while after that, I was like, fuck, we have to live. You know, that's how she was after Mo's cries brought her around.
Yeah. And that's understand again. And that's understandable because, you know, she lost Athena and whatnot, and she didn't get close to Mo, you know, because with Morgan trying to, like, in a way, kind of like force this whole family thing on the Grace, and it's kind of like Grace, like, dude, what are you trying to do? So you see me crying, you see me going through this. I said, I'm going through like something here, and I just lost my baby. Okay, you bringing in another baby, trying to like getting family. Like, let me just grieve.
It's like you can't just swap out. Oh, sorry, you lost your kid. Here's another one.
Hey, yeah. Like,
Tomaj is apparently still at work, so he can't pop on. But yeah, some people love Grace, some like Tomaj, and some people just. I just thought she was a little bit. I don't know. She gave up very quickly. You know, and it's funny. Morgan has been shooting blanks this whole time because Athena wasn't his, and Mo's not his. So it's like, is he getting any? You know, I'm just curious.
I mean, I don't know, but my whole thing is like, I think that he just wants a family so bad, and yeah, I didn't like how he was doing that with Grace in season, was it 6, 7, 6, 7, 7? Don't care, don't know. But Grace giving up, yeah, it's, I don't know. Even though I love Grace, but sometimes I just felt like in this season that she just checked out.
And then apparently she agreed wholeheartedly with Morgan's. It's like, was she that anxious to get rid of Mo?
Because like she didn't want Mo, but until a couple came and
tried to take him.
Yeah, one with the missing nose, and and then one was going to kill more baby Mo until Grace came in and saved her, and then she started singing that song. I forgot the song. It was in Dream. I forgot. And then all of a sudden she felt a connection with Morgan. Then for it to be taken away from her again.
Yeah, and she was okay with that.
So it's kind of like, oh yeah,
very inconsistent characterization throughout Fear, I have to say. I mean, one of the more consistent characters was John Dory, and you see what happened to him.
Oh yeah, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. I was crying like I was crying in the storm. I mean, I was hurt. I was really hurt. Yeah.
I mean, I still have.
And so, love my baby John Dory. What?
I still have, you know, a.
That ain't his gun,
It's
right?
not his gun. It's very close, but you know.
I want it. I got that. I got a cowboy hat. All I need is his gun and whatnot. Shoot.
Well, you should probably get 2, but yeah, this is a Denex replica, so it's a non-firing. I can load it as much as I want, and it's not going to do anything.
I just want to be Mr. John Dory. That's what you call it. That's, man. When I heard Michonne, I love Michonne, and I hate that she's not.
Bullet just fell out.
I love Michonne, but when she said that John Dory, got on her nerves, I was like, "What, girl?" I said, "No." I said, "You better be looking out now on here, because I would defend him at all costs." I said, "John Dory was not problematic, and he was not annoying. Don't you dare say that." Well, I would say he didn't get much lines though.
He was not serviced as well as he should have been.
Yeah, I will agree with that. So, but
I gotta reload. A bullet fell out. It's a fake bullet.
I'm about to say. Go on with
I have dummy rounds in here because otherwise, when you look at it, it's obvious that it's not loaded. If you look down here, you could. If it didn't have the dummy rounds, you would see there was nothing in here, and it's like, oh, you got nothing in your gun. And yeah, I miss John Dory. He was probably, I would say I liked him better than Morgan. He was just,
Whoa, that's a hot take.
yeah. But, well, just because Morgan's, again, inconsistent.
Okay, that's fair.
Though the whole thing with Dwight holding up the fucking axe and him, him doing that trick shot to use one bullet to kill two fighters. Huh?
For me, that San Antonio split, for me to know that lets you know how much of a fan I am of John Doerr. God dang. But yeah, I think that was cool. But I like John Doerr and Morgan's, I like, how they work together though. But because John Doerr did kind of get on my nerves on the episode that he did die. It's kind of like, he was like out of it. Because with June staying with, I can understand it. With June staying with Jenny and he going off for his own thing, I was like, hey, I get you. But, I guess he was kind of like, I don't know.
Well, he made his decision and she did not support him because she decided to make a deal with Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, do we know Fear? Did they already finish filming?
I do not know.
Because I'm like thinking, did they finish filming before Alexandria took the walls down?
I don't know.
Not sure, but they could have always shot out a sequence.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And worst comes to worst, it doesn't even need to be Alexandria. They could run into some Commonwealth soldiers and,
one of them takes off the helmet, and it's Jerry.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
man.
it'd be Jerry, but it could be,
Jesus' corpse or something.
In the chat.
It could be somebody.
Somebody.
What is it? In Nilda? In Nilda? June and John didn't break up. June and John didn't break up. It's just like
they were having troubles and needed a marriage counselor.
Yeah, it's just one of them little tips in their marriages and whatnot. They didn't.
Nah, yeah, because John was gonna take his life that episode, and then he's like, maybe my reason to stay is for Dakota, and then she ends up showing him that's not the reason to stay.
No,
There's
a reason to die.
Oh, that little bastard.
Because if they did break up, why did she kill why did June kill Jenny?
I have a feeling that the actress who played Dakota, if she went to like cons, for being Dakota, I mean, I have to say I saw the actor who played Sam at like Monster Mania, and like he did not have a line, and it's not the kid's fault. He did what was on the script, but he was not a popular character. Yeah. So I don't.
Well, I mean, how big is that con? I don't know how big that con is, but like I went to a con like in a local town near me, and there were some characters that didn't have big lines either. Like the actor that played Oswald Cobblepot in Gotham, like his line wasn't huge. There was maybe only 6 people at the time.
Robert Lord Taylor did or did not have a huge line?
He didn't have a huge line.
That's odd. I mean, he used to have big lines.
It was just a smaller con. And same thing goes with Ross Marquand. He had maybe, like when I was there was maybe 4 or 5 people on the line. And it was like shifting throughout, the day. But still, when I was in there, it was barely anyone. That's why I was able to talk to him for a little bit.
They just must have not done a very good job advertising that con, because usually Ross has one of the biggest lines at most cons.
And I got lucky. Sheesh.
I mean, when I first met Ross and Seth, they didn't have huge lines at Monster Mania, which is a pretty good sized con.
At Monster Mania, do you like time your visits? Because I know like New York Comic Con, like you pay for like a 2:00 photo op or like a 5:00 photo op. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how they do it. I haven't really been there and participating in years. They're not very press friendly, but at the time I was willing to pay to get in to get some interviews. Like the first 2 people from The Walking Dead that we interviewed were Ross and Seth. So they have a special place in my heart. I will kill them quickly. They don't have to suffer. But I mean, Ross didn't have a huge line back then, but Atlanta, his line was pretty much constant. And I was lucky to get an interview with him again. Yeah.
You okay, friend?
Huh?
You
So you
alive?
okay?
I'm good. I just having like these coughing spills. I don't
Governor's gonna have to put you down if you keep that up.
Oh, you better be quiet.
I'll do it with John Dory's gun.
I'm fine.
I mean, even with Alexandria, if they wanted to do something, having them show up at the gates of Alexandria, it doesn't have to be practical. They could always do a green screen and have them show up outside and have someone come out of the gates to meet them. You know, and that could be the end of the series. But
Man, they just need to cross over. I mean, like, I understand like them crossing over like characters and stuff like that, but what I think of a crossover, I'm thinking of like two groups crossing over, working together either for a common cause, and then go right back to the original, you know, the separate ways. But we're not getting it. I mean, hopefully we get there.
Yeah, everyone's making Carol jokes about you coughing.
Hey.
Oh man.
But I gotta say, I mean, the Commonwealth, you know, that storyline they wrapped up. Everyone lived happily ever after, except, you know, some shit's gonna happen with Herschel, and Maggie's gonna run up to New York, and, you know, Daryl disappears. But pretty much the Commonwealth seems to be functioning under Governor Ezekiel's rule. You know, great title, that governor thing. And but they still have the CRM is still out there.
And
You know, so hopefully, you know, in some series at some point, you know, they'll bring back some of the Walking Dead people, even if it's just for an episode or something.
yeah, because they did talk about the CRM a little bit in season 5 of this of Fear, right? Just a little bit.
Well,
But not a whole much. Not a whole
I
lot.
mean,
We got some
what's her face?
CRM throughout the last. Yeah, like what's her name?
Althea,
Althea.
you know, had
with
a
CRM right now, yeah.
CRM lover, Isabel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, didn't we? Oh no, I'm tripping. Never mind. Yeah. She was.
That's Isabel.
Yeah.
and Isabel was the one who Althea sent to helicopter out some of her friends so they could get out of the blast area. You know, but
it's almost like if you want to get the CRM storyline, it's kind of like you got to see World Beyond, because that's a whole lot of like CRM storyline. Then you
right, and then
Yeah.
of course Rick and
We're gonna get that
Michonne.
into the Rick stuff. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because Rick was taken by the CRM, so it's gonna be.
All right.
interesting.
Any final thoughts
that.
on this episode? Because I gotta go to bed, and I
Yeah.
just started a new job, and I gotta get up early in the morning,
Yeah.
and you know that I can't have them being like, nope, we made a mistake. No,
Oh hell no. Yeah.
that would be bad.
As long as you don't show up with the eye patch and the pistol, I think it was.
I was actually I mentioned to the guy who I was working with today that I occasionally dress, and he's like, "Oh, so are you occasionally show up as the governor at work?" I'm like, "No, not the day job. That's not going to happen."
Well, when they have like a Halloween party, you gotta go out. You gotta show them all off.
Yeah.
I have other things I could wear to a Halloween party. But it's like this is like, you know, I wear it so often, it's like Halloween is where I want to wear something else. All right, baby. So what's been up with you? Tell people where they can follow you and all that stuff.
I mean, y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, DYM_mayhem. And I did put 3 videos up on my channel, Baby Rose Mayhem. I mean, just talking about stuff that's on my heart, but I'm not back, okay? But y'all just follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Dem_mayhem. That's it.
All right, busy.
Busy Braun everywhere, of course. And yeah, I mean, we've been dropping more content. Again, since school is over, we have more freedom. And I'm excited to just drop more content. Yeah.
Awesome, and of course you can find me and lots of stuff from cons on Fandom Spotlite, and if you like Transformers, we're over on Toy Spotlight as well. So lots of stuff coming down the pike. A lot of cons. This one coming up this weekend will be my 4th con in a row. So,
Busy.
yeah. Then I get a little bit of time off before shore leave. And I definitely, if you're a Star Trek fan or an Orville fan or a, fan of Farscape, go to shore leave, Hunt Valley, Maryland. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys, including Busy, at Terrificon, end of July.
Yes, sir.
When you coming to a con there, baby?
So, man, I'm broke.
Okay. Like, I'm broke. And I'm drinking. And you think this is water, but it ain't.
It is what I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. It's water, child.
Water.
I take a Jello shot. I just like, man,
Sure,
no.
shame all of us alcoholics.
No, I'm not shaming. Man, do what y'all need to do. Shoot.
Black Hats is asking me if I'm going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't do San Diego Comic-Con because everybody does San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I mean, the furthest I go is New York City. That's like the biggest one I go to.
Yeah, New York Comic-Con I used to cover, but everyone covers that too. So I hit the slightly smaller to much smaller cons. And I'd rather be a big fish in a small pond than a minnow in an ocean. So, that's how it is. But
I hope, Tomaj, that if there is going to be this thing next Monday, I hope I will be on here next Monday with you. Okay, Tomaj?
Yep, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we will hopefully have more people here next week. But it also depends on if Jack is pissed off with the episode again. And
we have Dead City, right?
When does Dead City start?
Dead City comes out the 18th, so we'll have that to talk about.
Yeah.
So Fear and Dead City are coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that'll be an even longer episode. So I'm gonna be really tired the next day. All right. All right. Thanks everyone for watching, and Governor and this smaller but still awesome crew. We are out of here. Everybody make funny faces and all that stuff, and be awkward, because that's how we roll.
Bye, y'all.
Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, in our heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, in our heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Nothing's ever as it seems. Bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. Bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. Fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated. We're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream.